What's your feel about this team and the game that they're playing heading into this homestand?
Yeah, I mean, we got an important homestand here, obviously coming off the loss. I think we've been pretty good at home as of late. This is a team that played last night, but we watched them. They're a really good team. They're fast. They're skilled. They can score, play offense. The biggest thing for us is try to, get to our game, which is defend, and try and create off of that. So, I think we're probably gripping the stick a little bit from how the game went last time, but we created a lot. I think we got to try and put that in and just try and execute when the chances come.
Given the fact that the team down the hallway tonight is going to be coming off of a game from last evening, how important is it to be getting the jump early on here in period one?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the league now, you're back-to-back. Sometimes you feel better the second game. You just, everyone is in good shape, and it's for us we got to find our sharpness early. I think obviously we had a day off yesterday. We need to be sharp and attentive and ready to execute and play with some pace right off the bat. I mean, obviously, like I said, they can fly. They can hurt you when you don't.
Jordan, what can you say about Eeli Tolvanen and the situations and spots that he's been playing in all throughout the lineup and how he's been contributing for your guys' team?
Yeah, Eeli, I mean, he's got a big power play goal the other night. He's got a great shot. He plays physical. I think something goes underrated for him is just how hard he plays on the forecheck and, the way that he's able to get his body and break up plays and, use his physicality as a smaller guy. So he's a workhorse for us. He plays in most situations. And, obviously since we've gotten him from Nashville, was it 3 years ago now, he's stepped in right away and been part of this team.
How about Riker Evans getting into the game action over the weekend? What did you think of how he was able to find his groove?
Yeah, Rikes, I mean, he's smooth, skilled. This is the way that he's able to effortlessly skate. He stepped in and scored a goal for us, and he's, puck-moving defenseman who, is hard to find. He's just, the way he slows the game down, makes correct plays, good on the D-zone puck. I mean, he's a guy on the rise. He's definitely going to be a great player.
You've been helping some young guys, of course, throughout the years. Berkeley Catton, where's he at? How's he been looking here through 10 games so far and handling the day-to-day and the competition also?
Yeah, I think with Katz, I mean, as more games he plays, the more he's going to, feel more confident, and the more he's going to, even from day one, I thought he was, doing the things he needed to do, using his skating and, the quickness that he has and to evade players and creating chances. I mean, you can see the skills all there. He's got to continue to just, get some confidence and build, and I mean, it's sky's the limit for him. He's got all the tools.
Jordan, how would you assess the power play right now? And it's been kind of hot, kind of cold in times. What's kind of the difference that you see when you guys are able to execute there?
No, I mean, I think the power play, with the exception of maybe the San Jose game, has been good. We've created momentum. We've created chances. Obviously, we won a couple more goals here, but even in the third period against Dallas, we had a chance to tie the game, and I think we had 2 minutes and probably 6-7 shots. I mean, that's the stuff you want to do. I mean, it's not going to go in every night, but if you're creating, each every night, you're putting pressure on, you're winning battles, you're making loose puck plays. I mean, you're going to eventually, pot 2-3 a game. So you're going to have games where you don't, and games when you do. So as long as, like I said, it's there, puck movement's there, the intensity's there, the battle level's there. I like the way the power play's at.
Jordan, you were once a pretty young, pretty touted prospect playing in the league. When you look back at the young version of you, that same thing Berkeley's going through right now, what are the things that you just didn't know that you look back and go, oh, that was kind of a big turning point or a big moment for me?
Yeah, I mean, for me, just the detail part of the game, he's probably not used to playing the wall. I think he's in the middle of the night, but just wall plays, details of face-offs, just the little plays that maybe go unnoticed and aren't sexy and that fans don't realize, but that detail part of it that really wins hockey games. That's the stuff that I didn't really understand as a young kid. I always thought it was, create space and score goals. And but as you get on good teams and you start winning hockey games, you realize that that's kind of the difference really on most nights is just those little plays that kind of create momentum and difference for your team. So. I think the biggest thing for me is his IQ level and how he thinks the game, and he sees that stuff already, which is impressive.
So overall, how is the team feeling about the overtime games that you've been playing? I mean, on the one hand, I think it shows that there's a lot of discipline and being able to push through and grind through. On the other hand, I'm sure you like to get some of those points. How do you assess where the team is with regard to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think with the way that we play, we're going to be in a lot of close matches each night. I think that's. We want to have teams come in, play us and realize that they were in a game. And, if it takes it to overtime, so be it. I don't know how many we've had, 7 or 8, but I think what are we 500 or something like that. I mean, you get to those situations, anything can really happen. We found a way to get some points in some of them, but the biggest thing is that even just late goals like the St. Louis game, or we've had Montreal where we've come back and found ways to do that. You have to have those because those are going to happen on the other end too. So. I think just as long as we continue to compete all the way to the end, I think that's kind of the identity of this group.
Thanks.